Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Dina Hype coming back to you guys with a brand new video, and I hope you guys are having a great day so far. In today's video, what you guys are going to be seeing is we have a good little bit of information we need to cover. Now, the first thing that we're going to be going over is the triple play that was just announced inside of Black Ops 4. Now, the thing with the triple play that I want to kind of cover a little bit is that this is probably the worst thing Treyarch could have put out at the time. As you guys know, here over the past few months, there has been talk in every single video game, whether it be Fortnite, Call of Duty, Apex Legends, no matter what kind of video game you guys talk about, microtransactions are inside of these games. And Treyarch just did not get the message that when you put microtransactions into a video game, yes, you're probably going to make money for yourself, but you're basically telling your fans, hey, we don't care about you, we just want your money. Because the price, if you guys are curious, the triple play actually did come out today, and what you guys get, I'll put it on screen so you guys can kind of see what you're getting. The first thing you are getting is a jelly type themed, or jellyfish type themed character for the Zero, and basically it is a headpiece, and then it's going to be the body theme. In my opinion, it kind of resembles the Galaxy skin from Fortnite. It has that kind of Galaxy, kind of spacey theme type look to it. It's pretty cool in my opinion. But then the third thing you get is 10 reserve cases, not crates, just cases. And then on the last part, you will get the Ultra Weapon Bribe. So it's one of those things where, yay, it's cool, like I get all this stuff, but it's not really anything interesting that I'm saying that I need to have it, I want to have it. Now, the Ultra Weapon Bribe, like I said, you get it's going to be a free DLC weapon, non-dupe, so you're not going to get a DLC weapon you already have. But the problem with it is that you have to pay money. Big surprise, yes, I know. But if you guys look back at Black Ops 3, whenever Treyarch last put the triple plays into Black Ops 3, they were actually free. They actually made it to where you could earn, say, 100 wins. Whenever the triple plays first came out, you actually had to get 75 wins, and then you would get a triple play, which was a free DLC weapon. Then they incorporated it to, at one point, where they were making us have to actually pay, and then they realized not many people were actually buying it because nobody really wanted to pay for it, and that's where they just put in the method of get 100 wins, here's a triple play, and it basically got people to play the game a little bit more, because at this point in Call of Duty, right here in the middle of summer, it's kind of a dead period for Call of Duty in my opinion. Black Ops 4 doesn't really have a lot of interesting content going on. The operation has this kind of dead period where there's nothing really needing to be added for the next 5 or 6 days until the next operation comes out. So kind of let me know if you guys did buy the triple play. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a reason why you should not. I've seen a lot of people making a video kind of just solely on this topic. The reason you guys should not open or even buy the triple play is because, say you don't even play Black Ops 4 that much, say you're not a grinder, you're not constantly putting your life into this game, say you're just playing for fun, you're only like Prestige 2 or something, you don't really care about what you kind of do in this game. If you have the money and you don't care about spending it, I guess go ahead, buy it. But if you're somebody who plays casually and doesn't like to spend their money on stuff that you don't care for, I suggest do not buy the triple play. But if you guys do buy the AAA, I honestly would suggest you guys don't even open it. I would say save it. If there's a DLC weapon, say you have all the DLC weapons, you have no reason to open it. If there is a DLC weapon that you want, like there's a DLC weapon from this operation that you absolutely want to have, it's no room for me to tell you guys not to open it. But if you would like to save it for the next operation, you have a better chance of possibly getting weapons like the Argus, one of the new snipers, the M16, and so on. So that right there covers everything for the triple play. Next thing I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about is something. I'm going to put a link to the article down in the description. And if you guys can see by the title or on the thumbnail, you guys will see the picture of a specialist. And this is something that's very interesting. If you guys remember back to Black Ops 3, you guys will know the specialist known as Reaper. Now, this specialist was an interesting one, probably one of the more fun ones to use. If you guys look at the way Black Ops 4 is going, kind of one of the dominant specialists to use. Right now, it has mainly been Battery and Crash. I would say the Reaper is going to come into play as one of the more used specialists. solely for the fact of his specialist weapon, which is the scythe. Now, if you guys do not know what the scythe was, it is basically a minigun that straps onto his arm. Very overpowered, in my opinion. One of the more overpowered specialist weapons from Black Ops 3. But I'm going to go ahead and read the whole article so you guys can kind of get an idea of what exactly this specialist is. So, real quick, I want to go ahead and let you guys know if you guys are enjoying the video so far, or if you guys go on to enjoy. Don't forget to drop a like. But like I said, if you guys want to read the article for yourself, you guys can head down in the description, or if you guys want to just listen along as I read it, you guys can do that as well. But now it does say here the next Operation content stream in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 will see a return of the specialist from Black Ops 3, according to the new teaser put out by developers at Treyarch. Now, with Operation Spectre Rising Days of Summer coming to an end in Black Ops 4, Treyarch have already announced that it will be announcing the following Operation Apocalypse Z. Now, in anticipation of the upcoming event, the developers have changed the profile picture of their official Twitter account to a teaser for the new specialist that will be introduced. However, for those who have played Black Ops 3, the specialist will not be new at all, as the teaser is clearly for the Reaper, at one of the more oft-used characters in the third Black Ops 3 title. Now, do not listen to what they're saying about how it's one of the most oft-used. In my opinion, it was one of the most overused. I would say whenever it came to the specialist that you saw the most being used, it was probably the War Machine. It was the kinetic armor. You saw the scythe being pulled out. You saw the Purifier come out quite a bit. You saw combat focus. Those were kind of one of the more used specialists, in my opinion, from Black Ops 3. But moving on here, it says, however, for those who have played Black Ops 3, like I said, it is going to be not new. It's going to be something that's older. But in fact, Reaper has already existed in the Blackout Battle Royale as a playable character for several months now. If you guys do not play Blackout, jump into Blackout and you'll probably see him somewhere if you guys are curious of what he looks like. He is the big robot man. You can easily hear him from a couple meters away. There's no way for that character to sneak up on you inside a Blackout. But like I said, it's a Blackout playable character, and so most players should already have a familiar way of knowing what he looks like once you roll into multiplayer. Now, the Reaper, whose official name was Experimental War Robot 115, was one of the more powerful specialists in Black Ops 3. I agree with that, especially towards the start of the game. Its specialist weapon was the Scythe, a deadly minigun that would protrude from its arm and shred enemies apart with incredibly high fire rate. Its ability was Psychosis, which allowed it to deploy 3 translucent yellow decoys and hide among them, throwing off enemies until it was too late. So if you guys are curious kind of what that means, for Psychosis, it was to where if you were to activate it, you had about, I believe, 5 to 10 seconds to where you could choose to either activate it and then just start jumping up and kill the person. In that instance, you would almost be giving yourself away, because the rest of the decoys, they're not going to be really running and wall running or jumping around. They're going to be just kind of running in place, not shooting at all. You, on the other hand, are going to be the one jumping and wall running, so that's going to really point you out. Normally, whenever you activate it, it's one of those things where if you're caught in a room, you activate it and then you just kind of walk out of the room. You don't run, you don't slide, you just kind of walk out, act like nothing happened, and the rest of the decoys will hopefully be the ones to get shot other than you. Now, with that being said, if the Reaper does not get brought back in Black Ops 4, there is no guarantee that its weapon and abilities will be identical to the version from the previous title. But once it is added, it will become the 14th specialist available in multiplayer and the 4th to be added after the game's release, joining Zero, Outrider, and Spectre. Now, another question I have for you guys, let me know in the comments, what is your favorite specialist out of these 4 specialists that were actually added? Do you already think that Reaper is probably going to be your favorite? In my opinion, I think it is going to be my favorite. Zero, I barely ever used. Outrider, not really one of my favorites. Spectre is kind of just one of those ones whenever I'm just trying to troll. So, I honestly think that Reaper is going to be one of the more favorite out of the newer type of specialists. From the ones I have looked at so far, like, there's no reason to not like Reaper. Like, you have a minigun, and then if Psychosis also gets brought back, those are 2 of the, like, greatest. That's like a combo waiting to happen. Because in Black Ops 3, you could only run one of them, now you'll be able to run both of them at the same time as your specialist ability and your specialist weapon inside of the game. BO3, you can only run one of them, which was pretty sad in my opinion, but hey, it's what they gotta do. But now moving on here, it says Operation Apocalypse Z is the 5th major content stream in Black Ops 4, and it is expected to contain a flurry of new content for multiplayer, zombies, and Blackout. While not much information has been officially announced with the next operation, data miners have already leaked details about it and such of some of the weapons that will be added. I have already posted a video on that, so if you guys have not seen the video for all the DLC weapons, I'll put the annotation in the top right part of the screen right now. I basically titled it How to Get a Free DLC Weapon in Black Ops 4, so feel free to check that video out. But moving on here, while not much information has been leaked like we said, the official launch date for the operation is going to be on July 9th, 2019 for the PS4, and the Xbox One and PC is going to be releasing on July 16th, 2019. But other than that, that's all the information that I have for you guys, like I said in the very beginning and also somewhat through the video. If you guys did go on to enjoy, remember to drop a like. It's always much appreciated if you do so. And also, if you guys are brand new to the channel, if you guys enjoy this type of content whenever it comes to Call of Duty news, information, stuff like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you guys are a fan of Call of Duty news, information, gameplay, updates, DLC weapons, new game modes, everything Call of Duty related whenever it comes to multiplayer or zombies or even Blackout. If anything interesting is going on, or even keeping you guys up to date with the leaked news for Modern Warfare, all you guys gotta do is subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you guys will never miss a thing. And also, if you guys have any specific video ideas that you guys want to see me post, I am always welcome to checking out the comments and seeing any specific videos you guys want me to try. So drop them in the comments if you guys have any video ideas. But if you guys want to follow me on any of my social medias, links to all my socials are in the description. And also, if you guys want to go ahead and help support me, links to all my sponsors are in the description, as well as my merch store. So if you guys want to go ahead and cop yourself some of the Hype Nation merch, link to my merch store is down there in the description. So feel free to check it out and rock the brand. But without further ado, guys, it's been Dina Hype. I'll catch you guys next one. Have a great day. Peace.